Hello and welcome to Dogs of the Day. Today's dog is the Skipper Key, and we're going to look at the Skipper Key from a variety of different perspectives. There are a lot of different ways the Skipper Key has been known throughout history and has adopted given its genuine characteristics. So let's talk about some of those. The Skipper Key. The Skipper Key has, throughout time, really been a keeper of the keys. That's there by the name Skipper Key, of course. So in the olden days, when really keys were the only security we had, so to speak, Skipper Keys were entrusted to carry these keys, albeit separately, because with the sheer number of keys, it would be practically impossible for them to carry all the keys. But even if so, if one were to run off or be poached or misled into a trailer or something to that effect, all your keys would be lost. Thereby, the cause of the Skipper Key, where keys would be split amongst groups, different groups that would participate in different circles but then reunite, so that the owner could at one point in any given time have all of their keys in one place. It was very important in the toward the basically the early Middle Ages. Skipper keys were very popular as domestic, I wouldn't say companions, but domestic servants, if you will. And so there goes the first instance of the Skipper Key. Now, over the years, there's been a lot. There's been a lot of discussion, but there have been a lot of alleged different interests or angles that people had on the Skipper Keys, and for good reason. The dogs were very diverse. They were unique animals and had a variety of different traits that were unique not only to canines but to animals generally, in that the Skipper Key could actually act as a key itself. And this would be in situations where you just had no other key and there was no other potential method of entry available. You'd summon the Skipper Key, and these Skipper Keys, they would basically come. They would contemplate, they would listen, they would provide solutions in their own way. Now, granted, these are not robots. They're dogs, and so the solutions were not complex at the outcome. Maybe the logic behind them was at times complex, but these are fairly simple solutions, like sniffing into maybe a hole to find out if that was an entrance, or sniffing under somebody's bed or nearby a closet door to find out if something was hidden. So that was another interpretation, basically, of the Skipper Key as a key, if you will, in a variety of different ways, which is quite remarkable in itself. In addition to that, the Skipper Key, it just has such a wealth of, well, it had distinction amongst the people in the day when it was really more highly valued than it may be today. I'm not sure of that because people are quite fond of the Skipper Key breed, even today. However, way back when, the Skipper Key was more than just part of the community, more than just a companion. The Skipper Key was a guide. The Skipper Key was a utility. The Skipper Key was a very unique. Let's just say it was something of an imprint of an actual key on a dog, and if you think about it in that way, at the very least, it's almost like art. And so people, in those times would also view these lovely dogs not only as utilities, not only as companions, but as art. And so that was another part of kind of the colorful palette of the skipper key that really shined out throughout both not only the early ages and the Middle Ages, but even in today's age, as you know, we've seen on the variety of dog shows that are prevalent around the holiday season. So in any event, that for the better part concludes the larger discussion, at least on the around the centric or the the more central aspects of the skipper key and how it fit into our community, its characteristics, its attributes, etc. I look forward to continuing the conversation on both the skipper key and, of course, related breeds, other keys, and canines generally going forward. So I do hope you tune in. This is Skipper Jack, and I'm going to sign out for now, but we hope to hear you soon, and any comments would be more than welcome. So feel free to reach out to Skipper Jack at skipperkey.com. That said, have a wonderful day, and Skipper Key to ya.